What's going on, internet? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? My name is TheMrMaskman, and I have not done a video in a while, but I feel like I had to make this video because my home girl, my buddy, my partner in crime, Vlog Easy, made a video titled, she made a video titled, Blacks Can Be Racist. Iggy Azalea versus Beyonce. I will possibly leave a link to the video in the description. Now, her whole contention for the video is that black people can be racist, and she was using the definition of what a racist or racism is, but I want to use two definitions. I want to read you the first definition, which I think she was using, and I want you to use, and I want to use the second definition. Okay, the first definition of racism, as according to dictionary.com, a belief or doctrine that inherent differences among various human racial groups determine cultural and individual achievement, usually involving the idea that one's own race is superior and has the right to dominate others, or that a particular racial group is inferior to others. That's the first definition. But listen to the second definition. This is the second definition for racism on dictionary.com. A policy, system of government, etc., based upon fostering such a doctrine, discrimination. So the second definition for racism is practicing discrimination against other groups of people. When black people say they can't be racist, that's what they mean, because we don't have the ability to systematically discriminate against other races of people. We don't have that power. So, Vlog Easy, you're not wrong when you say that black people can be racist. We just can't be the type of racist that really matters. So, that's what I basically wanted to say, is that black people, when black people, racism is just name calling. And realistically, if you look at what racism is and being a racist is really just basic self-esteem. I mean, if I'm a white person, of course I want to feel like being white is great, and as a white man I have an advantage. You want to feel like that. You want to have some sense of pride. Racism, at the end of the day, and the first definition, is kind of just having pride in yourself and in your group. It's not anything malicious or anything evil. It doesn't become evil until you make it into a system, until you take it out of your head, and you take it out of your your mind, and you practice it as a group, that you're not going to allow other people to be their best. You're going to dominate other people, and you're going to persecute other people. When it becomes white supremacy, that's when it becomes evil. Or because there is no black supremacy. There is no systematic, movement by black people to keep whites from having anything. We can't, basically, when black people say that we can't be racist, we're saying that we cannot deprive white society of anything that they would want. Anything that white people want, they can have, up to and including a black person. They can take whatever they want. We have no power to stop, including a black person's life, with impunity. They can take what they want. So what is, and I wonder why we even bring up these topics in anyway. Like, why are we talking about black racism? Like that's going to solve any of our problems. Like, why is that? Why do we need to reprimand black people for being racist? Like, why? Like, what problem is that causing, the white community? What problem is that causing, groups of black people? Black people can be every bit as productive as we need to be and be totally racist. We can be just as racist as we want and completely productive. Why don't we talk about what the solutions are to the problems in the black community? Why don't we talk about strategies that are going to get us out of the hole that we found ourselves in? Whether the hole just got there magically and it didn't have anything to do with slavery or Jim Crow, or the discrimination in the 60s and early 70s. Either we're gonna act like that doesn't matter, or we're gonna say that it does matter. Whatever the case may be, we need to talk about solutions, and we need to talk about what are we gonna do to improve our standings in this world, in life, and having you black people, you shouldn't be racist. What is that doing for anybody? How is that helping anybody? How is that solving the problems? Black people are going to be every bit as racist as they always were, because we got a reason to be racist. We got a reason to be. We got a reason to not like every white person and every white person. We got a reason to. We have a reason to be racist. So if you don't want black people to be racist, give them something. Give them a reason to not be racist anymore. Don't try to shame black people into getting your act together. Ooh, you racist black. You can be a racist. And how dare you say that it's white people? It's your lazy ass. It's not lazy. Black people are not in the condition we're in because we are lazy. And a lot of television and movies has created this image that there's nothing but 40-year-old black people trying to be rappers and shit. That's not the black community. Most black people are gainfully employed, trying to grind out a living, and the best way they can, the best way they know how. And they don't have a lot of help, and they're struggling. That's the average black person. They're just trying to grind out a living. So I don't want to get into this whole contest where we're shaming, ooh, you black people. Ooh, I don't want to shame other black folks. I want to uplift the black community. I want to empower the black community. But that's pretty much what I had to say. We'll probably have a discussion, on this. We'll probably do a video together at some point on why she felt the need to call out black people and bring us down to the floor like we needed to be shamed. We'll probably have a conversation on that. Anyway, that's all I have to say on this subject. Follow me on Twitter at TheMrMaskman. You can find me on Facebook at TheMrMaskman. Send me a question if you want me to answer something. If you want me to speak on something in particular, you can send me an email at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. I believe I gave you all my information. Anyway, that is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.